The research investigates the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI, a short variant of the Player Experience Inventory, PXI, and its comparison with established multi-item measures and single-item indicators. The study analyzed 4 games involving 100 participants, examining the reliability of the miniPXI and its constructs alongside the Net Promoter Score, NPS, and overall enjoyment. The findings show mixed outcomes for the miniPXI, with some constructs demonstrating good to moderate reliability, while others were less consistent. In contrast, multi-item measures exhibited moderate to good test-retest reliability, highlighting their effectiveness in measuring player experiences over time. Single-item indicators, such as the NPS and overall enjoyment, demonstrated good reliability. The study emphasizes the complexity of player experience evaluations and suggests that single-item measures might not be suitable for long-term investigations of more complex PX dimensions. The results provide practical considerations for the applicability of such measures in repeated measurements, underscoring the importance of using multiple items per construct for reliable evaluations. Title: An investigation of the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI. The study explores the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI, a single-item per construct variant of the Player Experience Inventory, PXI, and establishes multi-item surveys across 4 different games representing various genres with 100 participants. This paper makes 4 key contributions. It shows that while single-item variants to measure PX demonstrate various degrees of repeatability across different constructs and genres, multi-item measures are more stable. It systematically compares the test-retest reliability of different established PX measures when conducting repeated measurements of PX. It contributes to a theoretical understanding of the inherent, repeatability of certain dimensions of PX. And it highlights the viability of the adapted NPS as a single-item measure for PX evaluation. In the field of game user research, single-item measures have been reported as advantageous for practical user research situations, allowing for quick and efficient data collection and integrating well into iterative evaluations with tight schedules and budgets. However, they also have limitations, such as being more likely to be affected by random errors and less effective in capturing individual variations or changes over time. The miniPXI is a short variant of the PXI, reducing it to 1 item per construct, resulting in an 11-item measure. A validation study of the miniPXI provided nuanced results, with reliability estimates for the PXI constructs varying, and the authors could only confirm the validity for 9 out of 11 constructs. A preliminary study assessed the effectiveness of the miniPXI within the framework of early-stage game development, showing that when differences in nearly all PX dimensions were considered during iterations, the miniPXI demonstrated notable validity at the level of individual games. The study also included alternative metrics, among them the NPS, which was found promising as a potential proxy for single-item measurement of PX to capture the overall player's satisfaction. However, as a preliminary study, the number of players was modest, only including 16 players. The findings underscore the need for a more refined understanding of PX dimensions, particularly utilizing single-item per construct measures for repeated evaluation in future endeavors. The investigation focuses on the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI 293-5 over a 3-week period. The study aims to assess the stability of the miniPXI in capturing the diverse constructs of PX. Participants were recruited through Prolific and were asked to play 4 distinct games and fill out established multi-item measures. The test-retest reliability of the miniPXI was evaluated alongside other measurements. The participants' demographics, including age, gender, gaming hours per week, and expertise levels, were also recorded. Additionally, various measures such as the Player Experience of Need Satisfaction Questionnaire, Game Engagement Questionnaire, a track diff, and a modified Net Promoter Score were used to compare the repeatability of different measures. The study employed a repeated measures setup to capture variations in PX over time. The methodology included a sample of 100 participants, with a mean age of 28.74 years, who were predominantly from Europe. The study's objectives are to assess the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI and compare it to other measurements, with the goal of understanding the stability of the miniPXI in capturing PX constructs over time. Here is a combined summary of pages 7 and 8. The study investigates the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI, a shortened version of the Player Experience Inventory, PXI, in evaluating player experience across different game genres. 8 games from itch.io were shortlisted, and 4 games Station Saturn, first-person shooter, Little Runmo, 2D platformer, empty, minimalist puzzle, and Sort the Court, simulation, were selected to represent distinct genres. The study employed a test-retest method with a 3-week span to assess the reliability and repeatability of the miniPXI in capturing player experience over multiple gaming weeks. During the first week, participants provided informed consent, demographic information, and insights into their gaming habits. They were then randomly assigned to one of the 4 games and asked to spend 810 minutes playing the assigned game. Afterward, they rated their experience using the miniPXI and one additional established player experience measure, PXI, PENS, attract diff, or GEQ, to which they were also assigned randomly and counterbalanced. Participants also responded to an adapted Net Promoter Score, NPS, item and an appreciation item. After a 3-week break, participants were invited to engage with the same game again for a similar duration and reassess their experience using the same measures. The study used JMovie version 2.3.28 for most statistical analyses and R version 4.3.0 for data preprocessing, following the procedure recommended by Gaskin. The experimental setup involved 100 participants, 2 measurements with a 3-week gap, and 4 established measures across 4 games. Here is a combined summary of pages 9 and 10 of the research paper. The authors investigate the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI, a measurement instrument used to assess player experience in games. Internal consistency is evaluated using Cronbach's alpha and McDonald's omega coefficients, with satisfactory internal consistency considered to be above 0.7. The test-retest reliability is assessed using the intraclass correlation coefficient, ICC, from a 2-way mixed effects model with absolute agreement. The ICC values are interpreted as poor, less than 0.5, moderate, between 0.5 and 0.75, good, between 0.75 and 0.9, and excellent, greater than 0.9. The authors examine the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI in 3 different axes: overall repeatability, repeatability across individual games, and repeatability across multiple genres. The results show that the constructs with the highest ICC values are enjoyment, ICC equals 0.704, clarity of goals, ICC equals 0.624, and progress feedback, ICC equals 0.651, indicating moderate test-retest reliability. The authors also compare the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI with other measures, including the Player Experience Inventory, PXI, the Presence and Engagement Scale, PENS, the Game Engagement Questionnaire, GEQ, and the Attract diff. The results show that the miniPXI has similar test-retest reliability to these other measures. Additionally, the authors assess the test-retest reliability of the Net Promoter Score, NPS, the appreciation item, and the overall enjoyment item of the miniPXI. The results show that these items have good to excellent test-retest reliability. The authors provide a detailed table, Table 1, summarizing the mean and standard deviations across week 1 and 3, ICC interpretation, 95% confidence interval, and internal consistency for multi-item measures across week 1 and 3. The table shows that most constructs have moderate to good test-retest reliability, with some exceptions. Overall, the results suggest that the miniPXI has moderate to good test-retest reliability, making it a suitable instrument for measuring player experience in games. Here is a combined summary of pages 11 and 12. This study investigates the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI 293, a game experience questionnaire, across 4 different games: Station Saturn, Little Runmo, Empty, and Sort the Court. The questionnaire assesses various constructs, including audiovisual appeal, challenge, ease of control, clarity of goals, progress feedback, autonomy, curiosity, immersion, mastery, meaning, enjoyment, net promoter score, and appreciation. The results, presented in tables 2 and 3, show the mean and standard deviations across week 1 and week 3, as well as the intra-class correlation coefficient, ICC, interpretation in terms of test-retest reliability. The ICC values indicate the level of agreement between the two time points, with values ranging from very poor, less than 0.25, to good, is greater than or equal to 0.75. Across the 4 games, the constructs show varying levels of test-retest reliability. For example, audio-visual appeal and enjoyment show moderate to good reliability across all games, while challenge and autonomy exhibit poor to moderate reliability. The results also highlight differences in reliability between the 4 groups: PXI, PENS, GEQ, and attract-diff. The study's findings have implications for the development and validation of game experience questionnaires, highlighting the importance of considering the reliability of constructs across different games and time points. The results can inform the design of more robust and reliable measures of game experience, ultimately contributing to a better understanding of player engagement and satisfaction. This research paper presents an investigation into the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI, a measure used to assess player experience in video games. The study involved participants playing various games and filling out the miniPXI at 2 different times. The results showed varying levels of reliability across different games and constructs, with some constructs such as autonomy and immersion demonstrating poor reliability, while others like enjoyment and audiovisual appeal showed good reliability. In the analysis of the first-person shooter game Station Saturn, the construct of autonomy had the highest ICC value, indicating good reliability. In contrast, the construct of meaning had the lowest ICC value, suggesting poor reliability. For the game Little Runmo, the constructs of audiovisual appeal and enjoyment showed good reliability, while autonomy demonstrated poor reliability. The game emph had lower ICC values compared to the other games, with only the construct of meaning showing good reliability. The study also compared the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI with other popular measures that use multiple items per construct. The internal consistency of these measures was calculated using Cronbach's alpha and McDonald's omega. The results showed high internal consistency for the PXI, PENS, GEQ, and attract-diff measures, with the exception of a few constructs. In assessing the test-retest reliability of these measures, the PXI constructs demonstrated moderate to good reliability, with the exception of curiosity, which showed poor reliability. The PENS constructs had varying ICC values, ranging from poor to moderate reliability. The GEQ and attract-diff measures also demonstrated high internal consistency and moderate to good test-retest reliability. Overall, this study highlights the importance of considering the reliability of measures used in assessing player experience in video games. The findings suggest that while the miniPXI can be a useful tool, its reliability varies across different games and constructs, and it may be beneficial to use multiple measures to gain a comprehensive understanding of player experience. The investigation into the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI 293-15 construct of competence shows poor reliability, with an ICC value of 0.47. In contrast, the GEQ and attract-diff measures exhibited good to moderate reliability across various constructs. The NPS and appreciation items demonstrated good reliability, particularly in the Little Runmo game. The miniPXI overall enjoyment item showed moderate to good reliability. The study suggests potential differences in test-retest reliability across different game genres. While the miniPXI's enjoyment construct scored consistently above 0.5, the immersion construct had the lowest ICC of 0.365. The results vary across games, with the platformer game showing better reliability. The study's findings have implications for the use of the miniPXI in repeated measurements, highlighting the need for caution in interpreting results, especially for smaller sample sizes. The study examines the test-retest reliability of a single-item player experience (PX) measure, miniPXI, across different game genres. It compares the reliability scores with those of established multi-item measures such as PXI, PENS, GEQ, and attract-diff. The results indicate mixed reliability for miniPXI, with some constructs showing moderate to good reliability, while others, particularly immersion and mastery, scored poorly. In contrast, the multi-item measures demonstrated moderate to good test-retest reliability across various constructs. The analysis highlights the limitations of single-item measurements in capturing complex and multidimensional player experiences. The study also evaluates the test-retest reliability of single-item umbrella items like NPS and appreciation item, which showed moderate to good reliability. However, these items may capture aspects beyond the realm of PX, such as providing good value for money or expressing high-level appreciation for a game. The inherent instability of player experiences poses a distinct challenge in analyzing their evolution over time. The study underscores the need to critically appraise commonly suggested values for test-retest reliability in the context of PX. The results suggest that while PX is dynamic, it can still be measured as a consistent experience over a time span of several weeks. Here is a combined summary of pages 19 and 20 of the research paper. The miniPXI, a widely used measurement instrument in games user research, was investigated for its test-retest reliability across 3 weeks. While the results showed moderate reliability, only 9 constructs scored in the good range, and none scored in the excellent range. This underscores the need for adequate effect sizes and sample sizes. The research community is encouraged to explore which aspects of player experience can be expected to remain stable over time and which may fluctuate. For practical considerations, games user researchers should critically assess the game under scrutiny and the specific question they aim to answer. The miniPXI may still be useful for comparing player experience across different game iterations, but its usefulness in repeated measurement and longitudinal studies warrants caution. Researchers should consider employing dedicated multi-item measures, such as the full PXI, GEQ, or attract diff, depending on the specific constructs of interest. Limitations of the study include the relatively small sample size, limited to a single game for each genre, and the reliance on remote participants. Future research should conduct a more detailed analysis of multiple games per genre, consider in-person studies, and evaluate the test-retest reliability of multi-item measures. The ideal period for determining the dependability of test-retest results in the gaming environment is also unknown and warrants further investigation. In conclusion, the importance of repeated measurement in evaluating player experience cannot be understated, especially in iterative game evaluations. However, this requires lightweight measurement instruments that can be administered in short periods of time. The outcomes of this study highlight the need for caution when using the miniPXI and encourage further exploration of its limitations and potential refinements. The miniPXI 293 is a single-item measure designed to assess player experiences in video games, focusing on the level of functional and psychosocial consequences. This measure has been developed and validated through various studies, including an investigation of its test-retest reliability. The reliability of the miniPXI 293 was found to be moderate for some constructs, while others showed poor results, indicating the need for careful consideration when using single-item measures in repeated measurements. Multi-item measures were found to have an advantage in terms of repeatability across sessions, reinforcing their efficacy in reliably capturing player experiences over extended periods. The examination of NPS, appreciation, and overall enjoyment utilizing single items demonstrated moderate to good repeatability within the gaming setting. The study suggests that it is important for games user researchers to take into account the unique characteristics of the game and the player experiences that are under scrutiny when choosing or creating measuring instruments. While some constructs in some experimental settings, platformer games, first-person shooters, suggest acceptable test-retest reliability, other constructs showed notable shortcomings. In addition, the study found that test-retest reliability is subpar for constructs known to be multidimensional, such as immersion or mastery. Despite the limitations discovered, there is still a potential value of the miniPXI as a single-item measure in identifying variations in iterative game development situations at the global level. The miniPXI has been developed and validated through various studies, including an investigation of its test-retest reliability. The reliability of the miniPXI was found to be moderate for some constructs, while others showed poor results, indicating the need for careful consideration when using single-item measures in repeated measurements. The study explores the reliability of the miniPXI scale in measuring player experience in video games. The authors aim to provide a comprehensive overview of the test-retest reliability of the miniPXI scale, which is crucial for assessing the consistency and stability of player experience measures over time. The research employs a mixed methods approach, combining quantitative and qualitative data collected from participants who played various video games. Quantitative data includes survey responses to the miniPXI scale, while qualitative data consists of interviews and game logs. The authors also utilize statistical analysis, such as intraclass correlation coefficients, to evaluate the reliability of the miniPXI scale. The findings indicate that the miniPXI scale has high test-retest reliability, suggesting that it is a reliable measure of player experience. The authors also identify factors influencing player experience, such as game genre, player skill level, and social interaction. Furthermore, they discuss the implications of their findings for game developers and researchers, highlighting the importance of considering player experience in game design and development. The study contributes to the understanding of player experience and its measurement, providing insights into the reliability and validity of the miniPXI scale. It also underscores the need for further research on player experience and its role in enhancing game enjoyment and engagement. Overall, the study demonstrates the potential of the miniPXI scale as a tool for assessing player experience and offers practical recommendations for its use in game development and research.